to have a team. We can take an example of hotel industry, we can take an example of tourism industry, airlines, any industry you are into, you need to have a proper team with you, right? So, but prior to that, we should try to understand what is the difference between group and team. We usually sometimes get confused with the group, with the team, but it's really there is a lot of differences between group and team. Group is something, few people, they are working together, they're going for movie, they're chatting somewhere, they are involved in some particular games or something whatsoever. That is the group. But when we talk about team means people with a common mindset, people with a common goal that they need to achieve something great commonly for a particular organization, that is known as team, right? The tastes are similar, the preferences are similar, they may have different background. It's not necessary that they all come from the same background. Their education can be different, their family background, of course. When we are working in an organization, we are the caste system, everything. It's not required that it is same, but the taste must be same, their preferences must be same, and the desire to win must be same. That is team. So, but can you think that a team can be working, or a team will work without a leader? Is it possible? We need to have a leader. Like, I'm a very spiritual person, and I usually get myself connected with Lord Shiva, Krishna, and I do believe in Gita and all that. So a few of the lines which I have written, I would like to say, if you like, how Krishna was guiding Arjun on that place for the Mahabharat Yudh. What Krishna said, आचरण कर दृढ़ता से तू, आचरण कर दृढ़ता से तू, उपदेश जो मैंने कहा निसंदेह होगा है अर्जुन, कर्म फल से तू रिहा, कर्म करना धर्म है तेरा, फल की इच्छा त्याग कर, कर्म पथ पर चलना ही होता सदा है लाभ कर. So, as a team leader, you need to tell your team members that whatever instructions, whatever guidance, whatever informations we have given to you, I have given to you, you have to work for it. Don't just get hesitated about the result. Don't expect so much on the result basis, but work. So this kind of confidence, this kind of guidance you need to give to your team. Unless you will not give him or give the team such kind of guidances, such kind of instructions, such kind of directions, the team will be scattered. So you need to tell them that you have to work day and night, you have to put your joint efforts, you have to be together, and you should know how to take care of each and everyone's flaws. Of course, nobody is perfect, right? And when we belong to different background, when we belong to different educations and all that, definitely we will be making some of the mistakes, we will be making some of the flaws. But as a team, we should know that how we can take care of our flaws, right? So these kind of directions must be given by the team leader to the team. Then only your team will be working effectively. Then only your team will be helping you out. Well, when we form a team, the basic requirement is first to define a goal. What kind of goal we have? What kind of target we have? What is our vision? Why do we need to have a team? Where are we working? When I was working in a Standard Chartered Bank, frankly speaking, it was a campus placement for me, and I just completed my MBA, and suddenly I got a call from campus that Standard Chartered Bank team has come for the interviews and all that. I appeared in that interview, and I did not expect it that in one round, I would be selected as I was selected as an HR executive. I won't be ashamed of it. It's a very basic ladder, and I was selected as an HR executive. And the thing is, simultaneously, my area sales manager, he also put me into this credit card sales division. he said, Manju, along with the taking care of HR executive role, you have to be in the credit card sales division and you need to handle a team. I said, I'm just an completely inexperienced person. I don't have any experience. How can I handle a team? He said, no, some confidence I can see in you, so you can handle. So what I did is, the first thing which I did, I just shown them a movie, Lagan, if you remember that movie, Lagan. How Amir Khan, like how he, like, despite the fact that they did not had anything and they had to fight with all the Britishers and all that. So I shown it to them. My intention was not just to make a good team, but to show them, but to tell them that I'm a very easy person, right? I believe in entertainment and all that. And this is how you need to, as a team leader, it is very important to show your team members a very comfort level. Every time we are just giving them targets, we are just speaking to them about the objectives, every time we are just putting pressure on them, I must tell you that your team will not achieve anything. Sometimes, some comfort level, some easy conversations, some interactions on the easy basis you need to do with your team. That comfort level is very much important. It will change, it will divert their mind for a moment. And when it does, and then again you put them on the task, you see how flawlessly they are working for you. You will have a result. So there are few steps to form a team. One is train them well. When you have team members, when you select your people that who are going to be in a team for a particular task, then what you need to do is you need to train them well. Or train them well in such a way that when they approach somewhere else or somebody else's approach them, they are ready to pay them double of the salary which you are giving. Now you must be thinking what I'm talking about. Why you should train your employees in such a way that if they go out or if somebody try to hire them, they are ready to offer them double of the salary what you are paying. It means you're training them from the roots. And when you are giving the training and development sessions to them, when you are giving them the entire knowledge of the product or the whatever you are selling it off, then definitely your team will show you a great result. So it is very important to train them well. And second one is treat them well. You have to treat them well. It's not that every time, like we have many domestic help in our house also, right? And my father used to say, like, किसी मालिक की पहचान जब होती है जब हम देखते हैं कि उसके घर में काम करने वाले जो नौकर हैं, जो उसके साथ काम करने वाले लोग हैं, वो कितने सालों से उसके साथ हैं. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी बात है which I have learned from my family. All the people in my family, like my driver, everybody who are there, they're working with my father when I was just 7 years old, 8, they're still there. So what I'm trying to say is you have to treat your employees, you have to treat your team members very politely. As I said, being autocratic will not fetch you any result. Now, there can be two kind of interactions with your team members. One is on the basis of personal interaction. Second one is professional interaction. When I talk about personal interaction, like just now sir's birthday was there and ma'am had greeted and she announced his birthday. We all greeted him. So such kind of, on the personal basis, we need to say, okay, how are you? So how was your day? How's your family and all that? We need to interact. When we find some anxiety is there on your team member's head, he is not or she is not comfortable, she is feeling restless, what we can do is we can just have a few words of humanity, right? So that is a personal interaction. And when I talk about professional interaction means we need to give them a proper environment, right? If I'm talking about that there is an accountant and you are an accountant, you will be selected as an accountant in my company and this is your profile, but my computer is not working properly. His assistants are not there. He doesn't have a proper stationery and all that stuff. It's a basic example what I'm trying to give you. So you think he will be comfortably working on it? No. He will be feeling a lot of discomfortable level. And also the salaries, which you offer him the salary, make ensure that you are giving it on the time. When you pay them salary on the time, I must tell you how happy they feel. I have been an employee. I know getting salary on time, how happiness brings on our face. We have our family, we have our children. So a lot of commitments are there also. So no matter how sometimes the ups and downs are there in the organization, but when you pay your employee salaries on time, definitely one day when you are not able to pay, they will still retain with you. They will not leave you because they know that my honor is good, my master is good. Only the thing is he is facing a bad time, right? So we need to give them such kind of professional environment. We need to facilitate them with the basic facilities what we are expecting, what we expect from them. Then it's about how we have to how do we communicate with them. The communication with our team members must be very transparent. When I was working in real estate company, I joined there as a manager. In 6 months, I was promoted as a senior manager. Then in 1.5 years, I was promoted as a general manager. And then my journey started. The day I joined my organization, after 2 years, I was promoted as Vice President HR and Administrator. Thank you. It's because, HR role is not an easy role. They have to take care of all the grievances. They have to hear all the crap from the employees. So the thing is how you communicate to them. Why I was successful, why my MD in every morning, still. It's been almost 4 to 5 years that I've left the job because I'm shifted in Bangalore. But my MD, he still sends me good morning beta, how are you and all that stuff. Because the kind of environment I have provided to all my team, I used to visit in Goa. We had branches in Goa, in Lucknow, in Bhiwadi, Haryana, Rajasthan. So I used to travel a lot. And my employees had a faith that when they did not, it's not like self-boasting or something, but that's a fact what I'm going to share with you. They did not believe in managing directors so much, but they used to believe in me. When they used to come and tell me about their problems, their conflict about each other, that we had our residential flats and all that. So they used to tell me, and they had this faith on me that whatever I'm going to tell to ma'am, we are going to get a result of it. We are going to get a solution of it. So, and the people who are they're more senior, like those who are director, those who are the managing director. It is very, very important for them to have a transparent communication to the team members. Akbar, of course, we all know Akbar and Birbal. Akbar was completely reliable on Birbal, right? In most of the cases. But can Birbal implement his ideas without Akbar? No, right? Because Akbar was a master who just not only used to give him informations, but also used to involve Birbal. You have to involve your team members. Unless you will not involve them, unless you will not speak to them one-to-one, unless you will not have a perfect communication with them, unless you will not have a transparency in your communication, there will be a lot of confusions. Lijjat Papad, we all know Lijjat Papad, right? Unka slogan kya hai ki no kanafusi, only work, which is why it has been successful. This kind of environment that if as a director, if as a managing director, if I'm whatsoever in my life, if I'm having a higher positions in my company, if I call somebody and if I speak to them and few of the people are standing outside, what impression they will be having? They must be talking about me. They must be doing some conspiracy against me. So when we are talking about a specific task or goal, we need to call all the team members together, talk to them in a transparent way so that there should not be any confusion, right? So these kind of informations, and also if you, I completely believe that you must have done in your organizations that you need to show your team members a progress path. A progress path. You need to tell them how you are going to tell them. The first step, the mandatory step, I would say, to show your team members an organization chart. If you do not, when I joined my company did not have any organizational chart. So I told my director that, sir, we need to have an organization chart. Unless we don't have, how they will get to know that after achieving this particular success, where they are going to be, right? What will be their packages? Blueprint of organization chart, which has to be shown to each and every member of your team, each and every employee of your company. If you show that, they will be knowing that after this I will be promoted here, then I will be going there. So if you have that organization chart in you, it will be very easier for an employee to work for you, because ultimately no free lunch only for the basis of salaries and all, nobody will work. They also work for the promotions. So if you show them organization chart, I am telling you that in few months, few years, see the results of your organizations. But how to keep an eye on them? Only showing them progress will not work. We need to prepare a scoreboard. That is also important. Scoreboard means accountability of their job. We need to tell them that whatever, if they do great, appreciate them. If they do wrong, tell them, but simultaneously give them a support. Yes, I am there to guide you. In that ways, that team member will not be so overconfident. Okay, so that accountability must be there, and it is required for a leader that sabka saath sabka vikas. It means we have to sabko saath lekar chala. We have to take everyone together. We have to take everyone together. There must be people, those who are habit of irritating, those who are habit of saying lie, or those who are rude, but we have to take. If they are good in something, we cannot afford to lose them, right? And every time retrenching, relieving your employees will also not give a great impression about your company. Again, I would, we all know Lord Shiva, right? We all know Lord Shiva, right? So if you imagine his picture, what do we see? There is a flow of river, Ganga. On third eye, what is there? Fire. Agni. Water is flowing, Agni is there. Then on his head, what is there? Chandrama, moon. That is Amrit. On his neck, there is a wish. On his throat, there is a wick. Wish, poison. On his neck, there is a snake. His son Ganesha's savari is rat. But Kartikeya says, don't worry, I have a peacock. Right? Ma Durga, sher, lion. Lord Shiva himself is having bull. Contradiction, a lot of contradictions. But this family, it is giving a lot of ideas for us. Of course, we cannot handle by there because they are the God. But at least we can have an idea that how we can take everyone together with us. So that kind of intention should be there. And I must tell you, if you keep on having such, faith in our team, you need to believe your team. Don't always just cross questions and all that. You need to have a trust on your team. And I must tell you, if you keep such ideas in our mind, definitely you will have a great team, and the team will help you achieving your goals of life and their goals of life. Thank you.